Hi guys, how we doing? So right now it's the only one to see here. So just a brief analysis on pairs I'm looking at this week and looking to trade this week. And right, I like to start AUD USD from the monthly time frame because it has a lot of perspective to it on the monthly time frame. Now looking at it from the monthly time frame point of view, we see that on this monthly time frame, we see a sweep of the buy side liquidity. Let's make that buy side liquidity right there. Buy side liquidity on the monthly time frame. What's going on? Oh, sorry. Buy side liquidity on the monthly time frame. Right, and just trying to put proper context to it. And then we see right here a market structure shift, if you know what I mean. Market structure shift right here for the monthly. It took out the low, basically. It took out the liquidity, sell side liquidity, right? But now I'm calling this a market structure shift, right? Because it closed outside the range of this low with the body. It closed outside the range of this low with the body, right? Letting us understand that, look, there's a high tendency that it's going to continue bearish. However, right, so we see that last month there was nothing much. It was kind of within the range and it created a fair value gap. And going into the week, going into the new month, we see that price traded into this bearish fair value gap. Price traded into this bearish fair value gap in the month and immediately rejected from it. This is like what we like to see, right? This is what we like to see. So from this perspective, on the monthly time frame, a rejection from my higher time frame PDRA. Like I said, I trade the ICT concept. Rejection from the higher time frame PDRA. It shows that we are most likely to see bearishness going into the new month. All right, so this is the weekly time frame right now, and let's look at the weekly time frame on the weekly time frame angle. So this is what is called a market maker sell model. ICT's market maker sell model. Please pardon me if the audio is a bit crampy. I'm recording from my phone. I'm trying to film something here. So now from the weekly time frame, we can see a market structure shift. Pardon me, a market maker sell model. Right? How do we know that? We see a sell right here as indicated. We see a sweep. Pardon me, a sweep. And then for this candle, we see a change in state of delivery right here. Hence, this is an overblock. Let's make it a bit wider and closer so that we get to see what I'm saying. Okay, so how do I make this shorter? Okay. All right. So you look at this, a change in state of delivery right here, and we see this becomes another block because this was what delivered price. This was what delivered price to take out this buy side liquidity. So, and a break below that then confirms that this is a change in state of delivery and this is a valid order block. And then we see that this is supposed to be a bullish fair value gap, but hence price traded through it, then it becomes an inverted fair value gap. And if you look at these two candles, these are breakout blocks, right? I'm just trying to give a perspective, right? Then we can then just fly and say what we are going to look at for this week. Okay, we see price trade into this fair value gap, into this breakout block, tap the breakout block and continued downwards till it took out this low. Now this is a long-term low, it took it out. And this fair value gap right here, it's the monthly fair value gap. Look, you want to ensure that, I always want to ensure that the higher time frame PDRA is what I'm using to find my entries. It has to have gotten to a higher time frame, whether it's monthly, weekly, daily, right? I don't execute my trade on the daily or weekly or monthly time frame. I execute it on the lower time frames, but I just use the weekly time frame, daily time frame to guide my buyers for the week and for the day. All right, so now this is the fair value gap. We also see that there was kind of a fair value gap here for the weekly time frame, but it traded through it. See, look at that, it traded through it. So I just had to, it has been invalidated. Anyway, so going into the monthly higher time frame, the monthly fair value gap, we see that price immediately rejected last week candle closed indecisive, and previous week candle closed indecisive, and then last week candle closed strongly bearish, and it created a swing high. Look at that, a swing high. Created a swing high, a very solid swing high. Let me make this bolder. A very solid swing high right here, and we see that this candle, now this was the candle, this bullish candle was the one that delivered price into the fair value gap, and last week candle broke the low of that bearish candle, which indicates that this is a change in state of delivery. Hence this candle becomes a bearish order block, a valid bearish order block, right? A valid bearish order block. Hence, and also looking at last week candle, it closed outside the range of this previous week candle, even after taking out the low. Don't know if you can see clearly, pardon me, but yeah, it closed within the range of it. So hence this tells me that I'm strongly bearish for AUD too as well. Daily time frame right here, and now we see that price traded into the monthly fair value gap. This is the monthly fair value gap, and on the daily time frame we see this candle, we see the rest of this candle broke this bullish candle, hence making it a valid order block, making it a valid bearish order block. And then we see this relative equal lows here. Price traded through it last week and closed outside the range, and also created a fair value gap. This is more like my A+ setup. When I see it on the daily time frame, what we just expect is price trading into this place. And now I'm not saying it is likely to trade into that place this week. It might or it might not, I don't know. There's a way I analyze the daily time frame as well. I don't trade Mondays, so I wait for Monday to pass, and then Tuesday, Wednesday I kind of trade that once I see a clear direction. So on there's a way I do it. I try to balance both fundamental analysis and technical analysis, and also sentimental analysis. And fundamental analysis, I use forexfactory.com, and basically I'm looking for the red impact news. We must be very careful this week. It is NFP week. For the sake of the video, let me just go there. So what I said, I want to be bearish on AUD USD according to my analysis. So let's check. I just come here and check AUD USDC. So AUD USD, we can see that 7% wants to short this pair. Don't know if you can, I hope you can. 10% want to short this pair and 93% want to long it. You need to understand that the big boys are doing opposite of what the retailers are doing. The big boy traders are doing opposite of what the retail traders are doing. So you want to go for the one with a little percentage, and you want to go, you don't want to go in the direction with the masses, you want to go against the masses. Shout out to Victor taught me that, Mazi FX. So that's it. So this kind of just gives me a stronger bias. Let's check here. So that's how I compare both fundamental, sentimental, and technical analysis.